Part of the 41st Deutschland Rally, the German rally, 27 stages with a total length of 311 kilometers. It's part of the Dutch International Rally Championship as well, so we're having a look at the standings. Bert de Jong out there in front. But here, the favourite will be Depping. It's a coefficient 20 rally, 311 kilometers of stage distance. The total distance is 1,060 kilometers. And without Patrick Sniers here, the leader in the European Championship, it's going to be really Pasquale and Depping who are going to be making the running here. Sniers isn't here due to advertising restrictions for his sponsors. Merksteijn is here just for fun, really. The championship doesn't interest him that much, but for Eddy van den Hoorn, it's a real battle for him and Bert de Jong to get points for the Dutch Championship. Look at this, it's pretty Mickey Mouse. A couple of show stages to start with, and here we see Eddy van den Hoorn stuck behind the M3 of Meiling. And Meiling won't get out of the way, and van der Hoorn loses 15 seconds, and he's absolutely furious. And although it's a show stage, it really does affect his overall standing as he moves into the rally proper. And at last he gets past. Showman Harold de Muth with the Mercedes. The public loves these drivers, you know. De Muth is the fastest two-wheel drive entrant here. Bit of a veteran and a big local favourite. He won this event, I think, way back 10 years ago. BURKART and the Castrol ASTRA Formula 2 car. Rumour has it that the European Championship next year will only be for Formula 2 cars. We have yet to see whether that will be so or not, to make it more accessible. For Mitsubishi Holland, we've only got Hans Stacey here. He's driving his Lancer Evolution 2, which means he should be going better than last year, but right from the start, he encounters problems with fuel starvation, and they're trying to look at the fuel pump. Some quite extraordinary weather conditions here, and beneath this beautiful rainbow, the convoy of cars travels from Koblenz to Adenauer, which is close to the Nürburgring. Start of day 2 is when, for the connoisseurs, the rally really does get underway proper. Vanio Pasquale sets off as the leader on day 2. Seems to be quite a lot faster than Depping. It's the first time that Pasquale has driven here in Germany. Merksteijn appears to be the fastest Dutchman at this stage. Bert de Jong is second of the Dutch teams, also leading the standings, as you saw earlier, in the Dutch Championship. And here he confirms that the good showing he made in the Rally of Poland wasn't just a fluke. Whoever said it was. Eddy van den Hoorn is pushing hard. He's got quite a lot of distance to make up now after those show stages. Good weather, as you can see, nice dry conditions, and quite a mixture of surfaces, giving people like de Muth a bit of fun in their two-wheel drive cars. Not as fast as the four-wheel drive boys, though, but they do entertain the crowd. Stacey, things are getting even worse for him, and we asked him how the rally was going. Well, he said all along we've had these little problems, and they're becoming bigger problems as the rally progresses. And we've spent so much time at service, we actually missed one of the starts, and, you know, we're out of it now, really. It's a shame. We really thought we'd be going well, but unfortunately we're not. Well, Depping has got a problem too. Only one problem, and that is that Pasquale is going too fast for him. He really is driving flat out on this event. It would be lovely to have seen him and Sniers going at each other. Eddy van der Hoorn is starting to pull back sometime now, but he's taking no risks at all. His race plan is to reach the finish in one piece. Bert de Jong is satisfied with the 4th place. He's also driving with his head at the moment. And leading Group N is the German driver Thul, another one of the veterans. For Stacey, this rally has turned into a complete nightmare. Still problems with the fuel pump, and the car really won't go on very much longer. So any sort of position is now totally out of question. Demuth is well placed in 9th spot, the leading two-wheel drive car. He was German champion back in 1984 in an Audi Quattro Group B car. Burkhardt, 18th overall. Good considering this is a coefficient 20 rally. However, it really isn't up to the standard of some of the top coefficient 20 events. But good for Burkhardt anyway. So this is the start of the last stage of day 2. Eddy van den Hoorn tearing up the tarmac there, but all to no avail. He stays stuck in 5th space. The teams in front of him are really pushing on. Bert de Jong still in 4th place. And for Pasquale, everything going very smoothly. This is the last time we see Demuth. Unfortunately, he has to retire with an electrical problem on his Merc. After some bad luck as well, Burkhardt has to retire once again shortly after these shots are taken, just like in Poland, halfway through the event. So the start of day 3, the wine-growing area in between Koblenz and Trier. This is the part of the rally that should really sort the men out from the boys. Pasquale is somewhat at a disadvantage, doesn't really know the road that well, and shortly after those shots he misjudges the jump and rips the 2 right-hand wheels off his Escort, so he loses any chance of winning the Deutschland rally and regaining the lead in the championships. Depping too, driving to the limits but losing a lot of time there. This is the other Burkhardt. This is Burkhardt, not Burkhardt, and he's driving too hard too. He was in 2nd place, and he blows it in the ditch there. Eddy van den Hoorn trying to make up that 20-second gap with Bert de Jong. It's proving very hard. Every time that van den Hoorn slips in a quick one, de Jong replies with another quick one of his own, so the difference between them stays pretty much the same. Conditions deteriorating. Tyre choice important here. At this point, Bert de Jong is 3rd because Pasquale drove off the road, as I told you, but Eddy van den Hoorn is breathing right down his neck. Well, he's saying in the last stage we actually made up 12 seconds on de Jong, so, you know, we're just going to keep on pushing. And Bert de Jong says, well, yeah, we knew they were going to take a lot of time off us on that last stage because it was all gravel and we don't like gravel that much, but this next stage will go twice as fast as they will.
Rijden en dat is gebleken vandaag dat we daar 2 keer sneller waren dan Eddy. Fors sneller, dus ik ga ervan uit dat we hier zijn.
He's confident enough, isn't he? Well, by the time they reached the finish line, van den Hoorn didn't succeed in getting in front of Bert de Jong. So Bert de Jong claims 3rd overall. He hangs on to his leading position in the championship, and at the same time he gains enough points to be granted a FISA B driver's license. So the winner of the Deutschland rally, Depping. Merksteijn ended up 2nd place. De Jong